Earlier, I spoke with eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley about the revenue failure and what's being discussed at the Capitol. Sean, the total cuts to agencies amount to 7%. If that's not bad enough, it's coming at the end of the year, so I would assume this is just making the impact that much worse.
Oh, exactly. What we've seen this year is two cuts implemented, a 3% cut at the beginning of the year over the last 6 months of the fiscal year, so that meant agencies were losing about 6% of their allocations each month, and then with the latest cut that went into effect at the 1st of March, agencies will lose an additional 4% for the remaining 4 months of the fiscal year. When you put that together, what you're looking at is cuts of over 15% per month. That's going to put a lot of pressure on agencies in terms of the way they budget, and they're quickly going to have to start looking at ways in order to save money and cut expenses.
Well, what options do lawmakers have? Are they going to tap into the rainy day fund?
Well, on Thursday, Democratic leaders in the House and the Senate called on the governor and Republican legislative leaders to look at tapping the rainy day fund. There's approximately $144.4 million that could be used to help offset this year's cuts, but keep in mind, those cuts amount to $412.8 million, so it would only get them part way. The other way that they could address it would be to rewrite the entire fiscal year 2016 current fiscal year budget and reallocate money among agencies. But what that means, as House Appropriations and Budget Chairman Earl Sears pointed out to me in an interview this week, is that some agencies then are going to have to take deeper than 7% cuts to help offset the cuts at other agencies. There's a whole lot of balancing and juggling that they're going to have to do to try to find those answers.
The Department of Corrections says it needs a huge supplemental just to get through this year to pay the bills. Where do the lawmakers stand on giving them a supplemental or any other agency's supplementals?
Legislative leaders have pretty much opposed the idea of supplementals, and they had been reluctant to tap the rainy day fund, although that seems to be softening. On Thursday, 4 bills were filed in the House of Representatives that could accomplish just that, however. It could take money from the rainy day fund or help do those readjustments to agency appropriations to get agencies like the Department of Corrections, the State Department of Education, and others that are really hurting additional money.
Sean Ashley, thanks so much for joining us.
You're very welcome.